Hi everyone, Luca from lucasphotography.com, and in this video I'm going to give you my review of the Fuji MCEX11. Now the MCEX11 is pretty much just an extension tube which is 11 millimeter. There is another version which is 16 millimeter. So obviously you will get the one that fits you. I went for the 11 millimeter because I didn't think that, when I saw a few examples online, I thought 11 will be sufficient, and I was right. Now it's pretty simple, so it comes in a box like that, in a plastic bag. I wish I would have given you a little pocket for it. You know, I find it quite useless for lenses, but for this little accessory, it's nice to have a little pocket. They only give you a little plastic bag, which is a bit of a shame. But it's a very simple extension tube. There is no glass in the middle, so that is not actually something that's going to give you magnification. So it's not like a kind of glass which can magnify where you're shooting, so you can get closer. What this does is it fits between your body, so that's an XT1, and it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. You just fit it like if it was a lens, and on top of this you fit your lens. So I have here the 56 millimeter, and that it's as simple as this. So this is now fitted. Now, as you can see, obviously there is an extension, and the way it works is it doesn't give you, as I said, magnification, but what it does, it allows you to get closer to where you're shooting. So so for example, if you can shoot, if your minimum focal distance is 1 meter with the 56 millimeter, well, with this you may be able to get to 50 centimeters. So you get closer. Now you can find all the tables and the exact amount of centimeters where you can get close to your subject online, and you'll be able to find out exactly how close. So once you've put it on like this, you just, well, start shooting. The only thing is you can't just keep it on. So for example, let's say that you are a wedding photographer and you decided to take some close-up shot, but don't really want to take it off and just start shooting. It doesn't work. This will only work when shooting macro. So as soon as you take it out, it doesn't work with infinity. You can't just shoot everywhere with it. You know, you have to take it off after that. So what I'm going to do is show you some example with the 56 millimeter. Now I will put another lens on just to show you also, and you can also, it also works with zooms. So if you have an 18 to 55, this will work. Your 23 millimeters, even a 10 to 24. Now I won't try with a 10 to 24. But I do recommend you use the longest lens you have, and the reason for that is because it allows you to have a little distance between your camera and where you're shooting, so it allows you to light it better. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so what we have here is I've got the Fuji with the 56 millimeter, but without the extension ring. The extension ring is on the side here. I have two rotor lights on each side, which will be lighting our little Tortue Ninja here. And what I want to show you is the difference between getting a shot without and with the extension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself into manual focus. I'm going to make a video, so it will be easier to show you. So let's see how far we need to get. Okay. Okay, I'm at 3.6 here, and yeah, as you can see, I can get a little far back. Not too bad. So as you can see, I can get pretty much the Tortue Ninja in the full picture. Now let's put the extension tube on. Now I was taking this at f3.2 Now, when you put the extension tube, what's going to happen is you're obviously, because you're getting your subject closer, your depth of field will also lower. So what that means is that you pretty much not able, with the test I've done before, is you're just not able to get a sharp shot at 1.2. You will need to smaller your aperture to be able to get a shot. So I've not touched the focus ring, so I'm just gonna make a video as well here, so it's better. Right, okay, so bring it closer, closer. Okay, I'm just increasing the, as you can see at 1.2 here, you just cannot make out. Everything is soft. There is the sharp, the depth of field is just too small to be used. So I'll increase it to, let's say, 4, f4. Here we go. Bring the light a little closer. Okay, and as you can see at f4 we get something that's pretty nice here. Drop it down to 3.6. I've got my speed at 100 here for the video, but it's not too much of a problem. And ISO is at 800. As you can see, I mean, it's pretty much to show you here the difference between having the extension tube and not having it. You can really, it's not going to be a one-to-one macro, far from it. As you can see, that's the best I can get here from the Tortue Ninja here, but it is quite a big difference. And you know, if you are a wedding photographer like I am, you know, this can make your ring shot or not make it. Now I find that using, for example, the 35mm, which I will show you now, again I'm going to increase my aperture to 4, and we're going to bring it closer. Okay, so that is with the 35mm, and you can see straight away there is a big difference between the 35 and the 56, where the 35 had, let's see if I can go any further. And that's the closest I can get, and yeah, the 56 had a better, you could go further with the 56, you can get a closer, a much better close-up with the 56. Now let's try with the 85mm, the Samyang, because as I mentioned, the longer lens you use, the better it should really be. So we're going to take off the 35mm. There we have it here. I'm at f2.2, I guess, 2.8 here. I'm 2.8, and it's close to the 56mm, I would say, in regard to the magnification here we're getting. But I much prefer the bokeh I'm getting here, because obviously it's a longer lens, so you will get more compression, and it's just make it nicer. So that could actually be a really good lens if you don't have a long lens and you're looking for a macro solution for your wedding rings or details from the weddings. And yeah, that works really, really well. Okay, so that costed me about €100 for the ring, and that is from the Fuji site. And I think it's a really, really good purchase, especially now that Fuji doesn't make any one-to-one macro lens. They do have the 60mm, but it's not a one-to-one, it's not a true macro. Now, do you really want to go and spend 500 or 400 euro pound on this lens when it's not a true macro? I personally don't. I would probably invest in a true macro lens for my detail shots at weddings, but not having this option at the moment, I think this is really kind of the option people should look at before they look into buying the 60mm. It's much cheaper and you pretty much will get the same result or very close to it. So you have the 11mm, the 16mm, and depending on the lens you're using, just check out, you know, as I say, you're gonna want to, especially if you're using like the 35mm or other smaller lens than the 85 or the 56, you may want to check the difference, the size between your lens and what you're shooting, because the amount of light you're gonna have there is gonna be very restrained, and that could be a problem if you're using flash or if you're using external lighting. Obviously the lighting conditions here are not great, but it could be much worse, and I know that sometimes you just have to fit a light in there, and if you can't, it's a problem. So that is pretty much it. I do really recommend this product. I think it's excellent for the price you're paying. If you do have any questions, please post them down below or join our Facebook group, which is called Lucas Group. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Cheers. See ya.